Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona.
Hello, I'm Jada, and welcome to a little part of my studio. I hesitate to come up with these set of paint with me videos. My sketchbook has always been a more private experience for me, and the art that I choose to showcase on YouTube and on Instagram are crafted and filmed in a way that not only shows my art but my workspace as well. And in the next few days, I'll be posting an ASMR version of this video that's over 20 minutes long, and it's mostly comprised of small shots of my studio space and tools I use to paint in my sketchbook. Also, mostly real-time painting processes as I work through this painting that took me, I feel like, a lot longer than it should have taken me to finish. Most of it was just due to life happening and just not having the time to paint. And then a lot of the times I found myself wanting to move on from this painting after 3 days of working on it. I really just wanted to work on something else, something new, something else that was gonna bring me excitement, because this painting no longer did at the time of me working on it. And I hesitate to say that I am bored or don't like a painting anymore after I've completed it or worked on it for a couple of days, mostly because it doesn't sound very good if an artist is like, yeah, I hate this painting that I worked on and you guys might like it, but I hate it. Or that I am bored of this painting and it didn't bring me any excitement anymore. And I sometimes, when I hear other artists say that, I kind of feel bad, and I find myself also just not really enjoying the painting or don't understand why they don't enjoy the painting. And I think I, for one, didn't enjoy the painting because it just took me so long, and the process of me going through this painting was very tedious, and then eventually it just went in a direction I didn't necessarily plan or want. And that's the thing. I went into the sketchbook session without really any kind of plan other than I had an idea of what I wanted to paint, but no idea of what the background elements are going to be like and what I wanted to do for the background until after I've already started painting. And as I'm developing my painting process, I find myself being a lot more loose and less strict in my sketchbook, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I honestly use a sketchbook to sketch out ideas that I want to paint and also to practice, but I really need to be more strict on myself, I feel, when I use my sketchbook, to use it to practice the skills that I want to improve on when I tackle a final painting. For instance, with this painting, I wasn't really super careful about what steps I was going to take. I didn't really think out or plan out this painting necessarily to the point that I had the composition right. I had an idea of what I wanted to do with the background. I kind of jumped along the way with this painting, not really realizing that I was very just all over the place into the very end. And the painting at the end kind of reminded me of a maximalist space. Like, I filled the space completely, and it's a lot of things happening, and not all the things make sense, but I like different elements of the painting. And I find myself doing that a lot when I work in my sketchbooks, finding different parts of the painting that I like and some parts that I would like to improve on. But most of the time, I don't spend a lot of time in my sketchbook improving my craft necessarily. I think I just spent most of the time in my sketchbook getting back to painting again and getting back comfortable making mistakes and just doing whatever I want in order to get me back to the very focused, very rigid way that I tackle final paintings on cotton paper. The reason I've been painting fruits a lot more and like more botanical paintings is because I would like to incorporate that an idea of a painting that I have in my head, and I would want to kind of get the groove back into painting and also just get comfortable using my gouache paints again. It's been a while since I've used them, and that kind of gave me a different effect that I almost forgot that I could achieve with gouache. And so it was nice to kind of reintroduce myself to the medium again in my sketchbook. While painting these grapes, I noticed that I didn't really take a chance when it came down to letting the paint dry. Oftentimes I kept layering on more watered down paint as I went and letting the paint muddle and flow together. I also wasn't super careful with making sure I had clean water and not mixing my paint so I didn't get really dull colors. Of course, there's the little part of my brain that is worried about making a beautiful painting that is presentable to share and show. And a little part of me was hesitant to show this painting because I didn't think it was pretty enough to show. But again, I'm on this journey, and I'm on this journey to share what it looks like to be an artist, to want to be an artist, and also having a full-time job, and also being self-taught on the internet. It's a lot of factors that I want to share and my journey, and sometimes that journey isn't very pretty, and sometimes you just don't make very pretty artwork. Botanical art really speaks to me, and I want to be able to make more art that speaks to me, because lately I've been having trouble with understanding the reason why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, why I'm painting the things that I'm painting, why do I gravitate to the subjects that I gravitate to, and then ultimately, what is that saying to the people who are watching my videos and people who take the time to like my Instagram posts? What is my art saying to them? And I'm always looking for ways to, one, simplify my art process. And I find that simplifying it means just getting better at the things that I'm struggling with. Because then when I feel like I am better at it, I am faster and it's more simple for me. And then the second thing is being able to say something with my artwork, because I struggle with the idea that my artwork doesn't really say anything, that it doesn't really resonate with people. And maybe that's why I'm struggling the way that I am, because I'm struggling with articulating what my artwork is trying to say to other people. So while I've been on this break, I've been thinking a lot about what I want my artwork to say and how I want to simplify that process to be able to hone in on the elements like botanicals and the portrait part of the painting that shows more expression and actually has a message and what I want that message to be. So now that we're getting close to the end and I've kind of rambled a little bit, I would like to know if anyone else is struggling with that idea of finding purpose in your artwork and maybe trying to figure out what that artwork means to them. Please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Take care.
Can you feel it, honey? Can you feel it, honey? Now you're way past that. All that bad, 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 bad. So bad, 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 bad. Can you see it, honey? Can you see it? See you past the trouble.